Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
This is Thursday. It's going to be a great day. Lots of volleyball for you today on both our radio stations. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, we have a couple of very important issues to discuss this morning.
All right.
I don't know if you realize this or not, folks, and you as well, Brent. I know everybody out there at one time or another, most everybody has had a dog, love their dogs, and their dogs always, they love you back.
They do.
They're the most forgiving animal around. They think you're the king of the hill, whether you're king of the hill or not. But something that people haven't thought about, they talk about when men get in their midlife crisis.
Oh.
I think it used to be 40s. I think it might be a little later than that now, where they start doing kind of strange things, because they are afraid of getting older, or maybe they're a little burnt out at that point in their life, the midlife crisis. Did you know it's been proven that dogs have that same problem?
Really? Dogs go through a midlife crisis?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. They say somewhere average around 3 years of age. So that would probably put them in their, I suppose, in dog years, 30s or 40s, somewhere in there. And you may have noticed that that Chewy toy is just not as fun and interesting as it used to be, and he or she looks a little bored. So if your dog is maybe acting a little less spunky than they were at 3 or 4 years old, try to cheer them up a little bit, because they're going through their midlife crisis.
Okay.
You heard it right here on the Breakfast Show.
Thank you, Dave.
Right. It's proven. It's documented.
All right. Well, I will...
Do you have a dog?
I'll kind of check. Yes, I do.
How old?
So, man, Jack's been with us about 15 years now.
Oh, he's way past that.
13, 14, Got him in 07, so.
Yeah. So just kind of keep that in mind, folks. A little information on the Breakfast Show that you can use.
All right. Now, is that just male dogs that happens with, or all dogs go through a midlife crisis?
Let me look here. It says it's just not 50-year-old dudes who experience midlife crisis. Dogs can have them too. Researchers in Hungary found that dogs can get bored with life when they hit middle age, making them less excited about new experiences. They found that dogs become jaded by the time they're about 3 years of age. And at least you don't have to buy them a convertible to make them happy, because that's what happens with a lot of guys that have that midlife crisis. They go out and buy a new car or
a motorcycle.
Yeah, and start wearing a headband. And I would assume they're talking boy dogs here, but it doesn't really say.
Okay.
This is documentation I have here.
Well, yes, I can see. Again, your show prep just amazes me the last few months.
All right. Sometimes, I don't know if you folks have done it, but when you travel, especially by jet, you get jet lag and you get kind of crabby and you don't feel good because you're on this jet for 6-8 hours, depending on where you're going. Some flights are even longer than that. Hawaii, for instance, and you're thinking, oh man, I'm beat. This tears me up. Well, a bird has set a record for nonstop flight from Alaska to New Zealand.
A bird has.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. How did they track that?
Well, they had a gadget on the bird.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next time you fly and maybe whine a little bit about jet lag, think about the bar-tailed goodwit.
Okay.
It's a breed of bird that just broke the world record for the longest nonstop flight ever that we're aware of. Now, other birds may have done this.
Never stopped. Never flew down to the ground to munch on anything, or never landed in a tree. Just kept flying.
Nonstop. Pottied on the way. Didn't even stop for a restroom break. It clocked 7,456 miles flying from Alaska to New Zealand without landing once.
Wow.
The scientists tracked it with a GPS tag, making the flight in just 11 days.
Whew. Boy.
We
Does a bird's wings get tired?
Well, evidently not. I think you'd be a little...
11 straight days.
11
just
straight
flying
days,
in the air.
nonstop.
Never landing. Wow.
Probably,
Interesting.
really loaded up on carbs before he left and never stopped. Isn't that amazing when you think about it?
It is, really, yeah.
And we as humans think we're the top of the heap and we're so smart and we can do things with all this technology. And this bird just flies for 11 days straight without stopping on its own.
Wonder what kind of weather conditions it had to go
I
through.
don't know.
Into the wind at his back. I don't
Probably a
know.
little of everything in 11 days. More news you can use right here on The Breakfast Show. Did you want to do lunch menus today? We haven't done them
I
for a
can,
while.
sure. Yeah, we can do
I think
lunch
you've got
menus.
them all if you want to throw me some.
Oh, I've got all of them?
I think
Oh.
they're in that folder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just pretend to go in the middle
All right.
and hand you a stack.
Okay. I'm not going to complain about. I'm not going to complain about if I get more because I'm sure that bird wouldn't.
That's right. That's it just kind of puts life in perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go with your lunch menus. By the way, you'll have to watch real close. I don't think things have been checked
Right.
off.
Okay, thank
So
you.
this would be Thursday, October 14th. Am I correct on that?
This is the 15th, but it's Thursday.
It's the 15th, sorry. Good thing I mentioned, otherwise I'd be reading the wrong one. All right, so Thursday the 15th of October, and Anselmo Myrna says no school.
All right. At Sargent Public Schools today, it's chili or ham and beans with crackers and cheese sauce, fruit salad, Grandma Kate's cornbread, milk, and salad bar.
Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Did you ever see the Wiggles?
No.
Yeah. Wiggles were really popular when my twins were growing up.
No?
Watched a lot of the Wiggles. That was one of their classic songs. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Oh, my. Okay, this is Thursday, October 15th, right?
That's correct.
Thank you. Beef and noodles at Ansley today.
At Arnold today, they're having sloppy joes on a bun.
Cozad today, some of the choices: super nachos, Southwest chicken avocado cold wrap, mandarin orange chicken salad. Some of the choices you'll find at Cozad today.
At Callaway, hot ham and cheese.
Let's see. Looks like I've got Litchfield next. At Litchfield today, teriyaki chicken, fried rice, stir-fry veggies, dinner roll, apples, and milk.
SEM baked potato bar and dinner roll.
Thetford today, going to go with sub sandwiches at Thetford.
Oh, let's see.
That's
here.
all I had.
Okay. At Gothenburg today, pizza, mandarin chicken. And at Broken Bow Middle School today, 12, 13, 14. That's that calendar that can kind of catch you and make you read the wrong day. I think I'm right here. On the 15th, fresh baked ham and cheese subs, barbecued rib sandwiches, or chicken bites along with vegetables and all the goodies at Broken Bow Middle and High School grades.
All right.
That's our
Did I
spokesman.
divide those up okay? Do
Yeah.
you need to give me one back, or are you happy with the way we separated those?
Well, actually, I think just one more than you, and normally I'd complain about that, but
Okay.
not when I
Not
know
today?
a bird can fly 11 days
Good.
straight.
Good.
No reason to complain.
That's right.
And that bird got the munchies along the way. Wow.
Oh, hey. Is it your birthday today?
Yes, it's
I think
my
it
birthday.
is. Oh,
Yeah.
happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Brent.
I'm sorry that I didn't mention that the minute I walked in the door.
Not a biggie.
Okay. Well, happy birthday. Hope you have a great day.
Had a good day.
You want me to sing to you now or later?
No. I don't need to be sang to.
All right.
But I mean, if it's going to hurt your feelings that you don't get to sing, then get it over with. But otherwise, you don't have to.
We have people coming. Well, James Klang is coming in the studio. Is that right?
Yeah.
He's kind of a musical guy.
Right?
Maybe we can do a duet or something.
Well,
Do we have kids coming in today too?
We do.
Oh.
They're going to come in and talk about the FBLA haunted house.
Ooh.
I know McKenna Palmer will be one. If there might be some more. We're also going to be visiting. I'm going to go out to Aero Aviation in the 9 o'clock hour and visit with Casey Williams about the season, how it's gone. And
You going up in the plane?
no, I
Oh.
don't think so. I think there's only one seat in that plane,
Oh.
but it's got really high tech in it. It's pretty amazing. Got to look at that last time I was out there.
That's amazing how
Yeah.
they do that.
You can
Just-
talk on a cell phone, and it's all right there. And that's just one of the that's a minor technology he has in that thing.
Yeah. Cool.
And he's quite the pilot, as you know.
Yes, he is.
See him flying around. So we're going to visit with Casey a little bit. As you mentioned, Klang Financial's coming in. And we have Matt. We're going to give him a call with Subway. And we'll have the commentary coming up following the 8 o'clock weather and news, paid for by Ray Hunt. So we're set. We're ready to go.
All right.
All right.
Anything I can do for you? You need your coffee refreshed?
No.
It's your birthday. I want to make sure you're treated right.
You know, it's funny how different families celebrate birthdays. Now, on my wife's side, it's a big deal.
Is it?
You know, yeah, I mean, birthdays were big. Joan always mentions how exciting a birthday was. In our family, it was noted,
Sure.
but not a real big deal.
That's kind of the way it's become
Yeah.
in our family. As we get older,
Yeah.
it's just unless it's a big birthday, like with a zero
Right.
behind it,
Yeah.
or in some cases a 5 behind it. But lots of times you just kind of feel like it's another day.
Yeah. I did get a nice email from Michael down in Florida
Oh yeah.
this morning, and he said, "Happy birthday to the last real DJ in the world."
Oh, that's
and I
nice.
thought, that's about the best present I could get, Michael. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
You should
Appreciate
play
that.
every time the Tom Petty song, "The Last DJ." I got to be honest, buddy. Whenever I hear that song, I think of you. I actually think of you and Bob. Those are the two names that come to my mind when I hear the song "The Last DJ."
Well, things have changed over the years in two different aspects, if you will. That's a Tom Hilkemeyer,
So to speak.
if you will, so to speak. We were a little more on the edge at times when we were first as partners, and talked about all sorts of things. And these days, number one, you mellow a little as you go along,
Yeah,
and you don't
sure.
really aren't looking for controversy when you're older than when you're younger. You almost ask for it. At least we did. But people were okay with it and listened, and even if they didn't agree at all, it was okay. These days, we're so divided right now that if you would state your opinion about something and they didn't agree, you could be butchered on Facebook by by afternoon. You could be
Yeah.
carved up and sent away. It's just not the same as it used to be. I miss those days. I really do. But
Yeah.
I respect the fact that it benefits no one to make people mad and not keep their ears open and learn a little bit. So you go about it a lot more gently than we used to.
Yeah.
We used to like to make people mad. honestly.
I remember that on a couple of occasions. I remember you pushing the envelope now and again.
Yeah. Well, the envelope has been glued shut.
Yeah.
All right. The game.
Yes, let's play the game.
And this is a tough one.
Yeah, we're asking questions about Oktoberfest that happens in Germany. So here's your question today. How long do the festivities of Oktoberfest typically last in Germany? How long do the festivities of Oktoberfest typically last in Germany? Here's your choices. 16 to 18 days, 10 to 15 days, 7 days, or 3 to 5 days. Those are your choices.
Okay.
16 to 18, 10 to 15, 7 days, or 3 to 5 days. How long do the festivities of Oktoberfest typically last in Germany? If you want to take a stab at the answer, just give us a call, 872-2801. Chance to win a certificate for a free 6-inch sub at Subway.
Rise and shine.
All right.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
There are fewer words sweeter in the state of Nebraska than Go Big Red, and Geared for Sports in Broken Bow is ready to help you cheer for the Huskers. New Husker gear arrivals are hitting the racks in men's and women's sizes, perfect for showing your team's spirit. Don't let basketball and wrestling season sneak up on you without getting your hands on the gear you need. Visit Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow, open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4.
Been scouting for that trophy buck? AeroSeed has game cameras to do the job for you. Moultrie's white flash trail cameras are the perfect scouting tool for hunters and wildlife watchers. There's one for every need and budget. With 30 years of experience, Moultrie is known for its products that are reliable, durable, top-performing, and affordable. Also available at AeroSeed are supplements and gravity feeders to promote health and antler growth. Stop into AeroSeed in Broken Bow to learn more about game cameras and supplements to enhance your wildlife experiences.
Having computer problems? Don't take it out on your computer equipment. Call Mark Phillips with Central IT in Broken Bow, 872-6600. He offers computer sales, repair, and on-site service. Is your computer slow or infected with a virus? Mark can clean it up. Whether it's a home system or the networking of an office, Central IT is ready to help. From custom builds to individual IT products, Central IT in Broken Bow, 872-6600. Call Mark at 872-6600 for Central IT.
We have Lynn on the line. Good morning, Lynn. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great, Dave. How are you guys?
Not too darn bad. I asked you off the air, and you said you're still alive, and that's a good thing, Lynn. We're glad to hear that.
Absolutely.
These days, that's a good thing to have going on. Let's give Brent a chance to ask you these questions. These are tough ones, so here we go.
All right. How long do the festivities of Oktoberfest typically last in Germany? Choices are 16 to 18 days, 10 to 15, 7 days, or 3 to 5 days. What do you think?
Well, they know how to celebrate, so I'm going to guess they're going to go for the longest, 16.
You know what? You would be correct. That is the answer. And because you've answered correctly, we have for you a certificate that's going to get you a free 6-inch sub at Subway in Broken Bow. So just swing on out and see us when you can.
Well, life doesn't get any better.
No, it doesn't.
Lynn, how you been? Everything good?
Everything is going real well, and you guys do a great job every morning. Just wanted to shout out to you guys.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, Lynn, thanks so much. We appreciate that. 7:49 coming up, the Dave Davis Farmers National Report. I know they've got a big auction coming up, so here's information about that coming up next.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
Good morning, everyone. This is Kathy Eberly reporting for Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Company. To start with, we are having an auction again this Saturday. It will be at the Custer County Fairgrounds in the open air arena, and it does start at 9 a.m. It is Matt and Nancy Lang's moving sale, but there are several guest consigners, so there's a lot of household collectibles and shop items. And once again, the sale bill doesn't begin to tell the story. This will be a large auction. and we will be selling 2 ways so that we can get you out of there at a decent time. There's a gun that will sell at noon. There is a John Deere riding lawnmower that's not on the sale bill because it was a late consignor, and it is always, that one has always been shedded. It's in great shape, and that will sell right after the gun at noon. And then there's almost 100 lots of coins, and that will sell right after that. So just to give you an idea on that time frame. But there's also an upright freezer that was added later. There's lots of dishes on this one, and bed sets, and dressers, and kitchen stuff. There's lots of Pheasant Forevers and one-box stuff on it, duck stamp collection, just a lot of odds and ends, and some sewing supplies and craft supplies. There's a lot of seasonal stuff. And they are out there working on it, so if you want to go ahead of time, you can go look at the stuff and leave bids if you can't be at the auction. But it is this Saturday starting at 9 a.m. at the Custer County Fairgrounds. We do have a sale bill online, but it does look way smaller than the auction's going to be, is how I would say that. A lot of things were in boxes, and we did not know everything ahead of time, so there's just going to be a lot of stuff, and we'll sell 2 ways, and we'll get it done. And then going over to Farmers National side, we have a new listing at 1727 North D Street. It's a nice ranch-style home with lots of room. This ranch-style home offers over 4,300 square feet. You walk into a formal living room with a nice picture window. The breakfast room off of the kitchen has lots of sunshine and patio doors going out to the back patio. Formal dining area has a fireplace and beautiful hardwood flooring. Main floor has 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. Master bedroom has a master bath with walk-in shower. There's a large family room off of the formal living room, and there's a walkout lower level that has a second kitchen, 4th bathroom, possibility of 3 more bedrooms, second family room, storm shelter, and lots of storage. Laundry space on both garage. There's a very nice large attached garage with lots of storage, and it has a kitchenette in the front, and that is all located at 1727 North D Street. Another newer listing is at 511 South East Street. It's a charmer, adorable open front porch with porch swing, lots of original hardwood flooring, large living room with lots of sunshine, very cute kitchen, was remodeled in 2014, granite countertops, white cabinets, breakfast bar, and stainless steel appliances. Formal dining area has built-in china hutch. Back porch has laundry area. Main floor has 1 bedroom and a full bathroom. Upstairs has a second bathroom and 2 more bedrooms. Plumbing has all been updated, fenced-in backyard, detached single garage, and a barn that has an oversized single-car garage stall, a workshop area, and lots of storage. The seller is reciting this barn prior to closing. This house is move-in ready at 511 South East Street. We do have an acreage by Berwyn at 79360 Drive 448. It's 1.99 acres. It's a 1992 modular home, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Master bedroom has a master bath, formal dining area, large kitchen with breakfast bar, main floor laundry, lots of fresh paint, all new waterproof flooring. Country living within 10 miles from Broken Bow, and that's at 79360 Drive 448 by Berwyn. And then another acreage on Myers Road at 1704 Myers Road. We have 2.61 acres within 1 mile from Broken Bow on the Myers Road. It has an awesome sunroom in the front of the house with custom blinds. There's 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on the main floor. Main floor laundry. Lower level has family room, office, non-conforming bedroom, workshop area, storage room, and storm shelter. Exterior was painted in 2016. There's a detached 28 by 24 garage. There's also a 13 by 7 utility shed and a 24 by 9 shed and a 50 by 30 Quonset with concrete floor and automatic door. Neat setting with a great shelter belt on the west side. That's at 1704 Myers Road. At 339 Bowmore Drive, we have a ranch-style home. It's in a nice, quiet neighborhood. Nice-sized living room with large picture window. Formal dining area has a neat bay window with built-in blinds. There's 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The master bedroom does have a master bath. Tucked away in the back is a family room with built-in shelves, fireplace, large closet, and patio doors with built-in blinds. The laundry room is located as you come in from the garage. It has extra storage and a sink. Everything is on 1 level. It's an all-electric home, low-maintenance brick home with large patio area in the back and has a large park-like backyard. At 1448 North L Street, we have a beautiful home that has had a price reduction, has a remodeled kitchen with oak custom cabinets, breakfast bar, glass tile backsplash, granite countertops, appliance garage, pantry, stainless steel appliances range with double ovens and recessed lighting. The dining room has a built-in china hutch with lots of windows and custom blinds and French doors to the back. Living room does have a fireplace. Main floor has a half bath with granite counter and laundry area. Upstairs has a master bedroom with walk-in closet, a master bath with soaker tub, ceramic tile shower, and double sinks. Upstairs also has 2 other bedrooms and a full bathroom that also has ceramic tile flooring, granite countertops, and lots of subway tile. Above the garage is a bonus room that has been used for office and exercise room, but the possibilities are endless. Lower level has a family room with a bar area, storage room, 4th bedroom, and 4th bathroom that has ceramic tile flooring and granite countertop. Attached double garage that is heated, has workbench and hanging shelves. Wraparound porch with recessed lighting. Composite deck with a built-in jacuzzi, lighting set up on a timer, and storage underneath. Low-maintenance cement board siding. Landscape corner lot with underground sprinklers, neat privacy fence, play equipment area, and cute barn that has been used as a utility shed, but it has a playroom loft. There's an alley entrance for trailer and boat parking in the back. That's at 1448 North L Street. At 1535 South 10th Avenue, we have the former Farm Credit Service building. It's a very nice commercial building. This building was built in 1955. It's in excellent shape. Main part was remodeled in 2009. The building is set up for 2 separate businesses, each having their own entrance and shared parking lot. There is 8342 square feet with a partial basement that's at 535 South 10th Avenue. We have a very unique home at 617 South 7th Avenue. It has had a price reduction, has open living and dining area, 2 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms, main floor laundry, storage basement. It's an all-electric home, underground sprinklers. Shingles were new in 2018, attached single garage, and a large carport in the back. That's at 617 South 7th Avenue. If you're looking for a condo, we have one at Cali Court. It's a corner unit, open dining and living area with sliding patio doors leading to the patio area. The kitchen has a built-in microwave, granite countertops, and oak cabinets. There's 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The master bedroom has a master bathroom with double sinks. There's 3 skylights. It's got great storage. Everything is on one level. It does have an attached garage, commons area for entertaining friends and family. No more lawn care or snow removal here, and you can check that one out at Cali Court. We have another listing at 720 North 6th Avenue. Has a very large kitchen, open living and dining area. Kitchen has lots of cabinets, built-in desk, and breakfast bar. There's 2 bedrooms, main floor laundry. Lower level has space for a family room and storage. That's at 720 North 6th Avenue. Then in Sargent, at 503 East Edith Street, we have a cute ranch, open living and dining area with picture window. Kitchen has cute archway door. There's 2 bedrooms. Bedrooms have beautiful hardwood floors. There's a full bathroom. The appliances are staying with the home. Full storage basement with other possibilities. Attached single garage. That's at 503 East Edith Street in Sargent. Then in Callaway, at 403 East Morris Street, we have a charming home. Lots of room in this well-kept, low-maintenance brick home. Beautiful original hardwood floors in living room and bedrooms. 3 bedrooms on the main floor. Master bedroom has an attached half bath. Cute kitchen has archway to the dining room. Upper level is all open and offers lots of storage. Then the lower level has a non-conforming bedroom, laundry area, and lots of other possibilities. The shingles were new 2 years ago. This home sits on a corner lot with mature trees and a detached garage. That's all located at 403 East Morris Street in Callaway. I think that sums it up for this week. We hope to see you all at the auction at the fairgrounds starting at 9 a.m. this Saturday, and I hope you all have a great week. Thank you.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Special Report. The Labor Department has just released new unemployment numbers. 898,000 people filed for first-time jobless claims last week. That follows 840,000 sign-ups the week before. On Wall Street, pre-market numbers are down. Dow futures off 306. Investors are keeping an eye on spiking COVID cases and signs of a stimulus deal ahead of November 3rd. CBS's Naomi Ruckham says it may be in vain.
It's looking unlikely a new coronavirus relief package will be passed before the election. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin told a global economic conference that getting something done by November 3rd and executing on that would be difficult.
Again, 898,000 more Americans signed up for unemployment benefits for the first time last week. Numbers continue to exceed the pre-pandemic high of 695,000. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Gavin Higgins with you, and here is a look at state news. The Lancaster County Sheriff's Office is investigating a crash that occurred while a Nebraska state trooper was in pursuit of a stolen semi-tractor. At approximately 11:30 a.m. Wednesday, Nebraska State Patrol received information about a stolen semi-tractor that was traveling eastbound on Van Dorn, east of Lincoln. A trooper observed the vehicle traveling eastbound near 112th and Van Dorn. The trooper attempted a traffic stop, but the vehicle fled, traveling at 80 miles per hour on the gravel road. As the vehicle reached 148th Street, it failed to stop at a stop sign and collided with the trailer of a semi-tractor truck trailer. The trooper called for emergency medical personnel and arrived on scene immediately. The trooper then located the driver of the stolen semi-tractor, who was deceased. The driver of the other semi-tractor was not injured. The Nebraska State Patrol has requested that the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office investigate the incident. Kyle Huntley's request for a home occupancy permit in Auburn for gunsmithing and gun sales ended in a misfire Monday. Huntley told the city council he would like to get the Midwest Rifle Company established at his residence at 1202 11th Street by providing gun transfer services as well as repair and custom work. Huntley said he is applying for a federal firearms license. City Attorney Angelo Ligori said Huntley's plans include a retail component in a residential area, so a home occupancy permit is required. City Councilman Tom Clark said he talked about the proposal with Huntley's neighbors and said he was asked to oppose the permit. Kim Beggar said Auburn has 26 underutilized storefront buildings and suggested that Huntley would be able to locate there. Huntley said he is consistently working long hours at the Tecumseh State Correctional Institute, so will not be able to devote the time needed for regular business hours. He said he plans to someday move back to Norfolk and perhaps start a storefront business there.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In postseason baseball, Game 3 of the National League Championship Series saw the Dodgers beat up on the Braves 15-3. LA broke the game open in the very first inning, scoring 11 runs. That's a postseason record for most runs in an inning. Max Muncy hit a grand slam, had 4 RBI. Corey Seager and Jock Peterson each homered and had 3 RBI. Atlanta still holds a 2-1 edge in the series, but their 7-game postseason win streak is snapped. Game 4 American League Championship Series, the Astros edge the Rays 4-3. George Springer's 2-run homer in the 5th was the difference. Zach Greinke gets the win. Ryan Presley the save. Houston avoids elimination, but Tampa Bay still has a 3-1 edge in the series. College football news, Alabama head coach Nick Saban announced he tested positive for the coronavirus. At last report, he was asymptomatic. Number 2 Alabama will host number 3 Georgia without their head coach this Saturday. The LSU-Florida game in Gainesville Saturday has been postponed following a spike in positive COVID-19 tests this week involving the Gators. On the field, number 21 Louisiana loses to Coastal Carolina 30-27.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine, slight chance for a spotty shower or sprinkle late in the day with highs in the mid-50s. Then for tonight, partly cloudy skies will drop back to a low of 28. Friday, plentiful sunshine making a return, upper 50s for high temperatures, and even milder into your Saturday, sunny to partly cloudy skies will push up to a high of 67 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
When faced with adversity, humanity brings out the best in one another.
All it took was just a little bit more attention from all of us.
It didn't matter which side we were on. We knew we had to support each other.
Especially with what we're all going through today, we need to be united.
Time and again, we see people going out of their way to help one another. Because we're stronger when we rely on each other. Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com.
Care. Whether it's your business or your family's health, the more care you put in, the better it will be. United Healthcare knows the difference care can make. It's why we offer plans that support your physical and mental health. And it's why we connect you to care whenever you need it with 24/7 virtual care. Because like you, United Healthcare knows what care can do. United Healthcare. Plan benefits may vary.
It is 29 degrees outside now under a clear sky. Winds out of the northwest at 5 miles per hour, sometimes up to 10. Barometric pressure continues to slowly climb at 30.22. Humidity at 93%. Our high yesterday, 65 with an overnight low of 30, now at 29. Sunset today at 6:58. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:52. We have recorded 500 precipitation. So far this month, it is super dry out there, as you know, so be very, very careful this morning. All right, we're expecting our guest from Klang Financial to come in here in just a little bit. In the meantime, we have the Ray Hunt commentary. That's coming up next. And again, we'll have Subway on the phone, and we have some young folks coming in from Broken Bow Schools to talk about their haunted house. We'll be going out to Aero Aviation and talking with Casey this morning in the 9 o'clock hour. That's all coming up.
This commentary is paid for by Ray Hunt. This program was not created in the KCNI KBBN studios and does not necessarily represent the views or policies of Custer County Broadcasting.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This commentary is paid for by Ray Hunt, titled A Union Worker's Response to Joe Biden.
I am the union worker that Joe Biden tried to intimidate.
Your AR-14s are what...
Joe Biden wants to take my AR-14. Let's just not tell him what it really is.
AR-14.
I got this the day after I talked to Joe. I'm sure that's not the result he was going for. My name is Jerry Wayne, and all I wanted to do is ask a presidential candidate a question. I didn't intend to start a fight. All I did was ask Joe how he was going to win over the union vote when he's planning on coming after our guns with Beto O'Rourke.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47.
I watched a video where he wanted to make assault weapons, or America's most popular rifle, illegal. So I asked him about it. Instead of answering me honestly, he acted like he never said it at all.
You are actively trying to diminish our Second Amendment right and take away our guns. You're full of
So when you were with Beto, when you said you're going to take our guns,
I did not say that. That's not true. I did not say that.
Video. And you say I'm full of Really, Joe? All I did was ask you about your own comments.
So to gun owners out there who say, well, a Biden administration means they're going to come for my guns.
Bingo. You're right if you have an assault weapon. The fact of the matter is they should be illegal, period.
At one point, he asked me if I wanted to go outside.
There's a lot of guys.
Why, Joe? To smell all the freedom? And then I ended up telling him, you work for me. And then he went and told me no.
Guys want it. I'm not worried.
Politicians that have been in office for as long as Joe Biden need to be reminded that they work for us. We do not work for them. Americans should be able to ask candidates seeking the highest office what's going to happen to their rights. If they vote them into office, Joe Biden can call me all the names he wants. But it doesn't change the fact that he's on video promising to have Beto O'Rourke lead the effort on gun confiscation.
You're going to take care of the gun problem with me. You're going to be the one who leads this effort. I'm counting on you.
I think Biden made a huge miscalculation when he threatened to strip us Americans of our gun rights. The Second Amendment was put in place to protect us from a tyrannical government. I have a message for the gun-grabbing politicians. Your belligerent behavior has no place in government. And you will never, I mean never, touch our guns. Why is it that the people who want to take away our guns know absolutely nothing about them?
Guns are illegal. That's right. So AR-15's illegal. How is that in the machine guns? No, it's not. Semi-automatic. Take your AR-14s. There's not a veteran here who would take an AR-16 with a long clip to go out and shoot a deer. A magazine with 100 clips in it, 100 bullets in it.
They can take away our AR-14s, our AR-16s, and all of our 100-round magazine clips, because they don't exist. I am sick and tired of having to defend the fact that we need guns to defend our homes and hunt wildlife. I don't need an excuse to have 100 rounds. I've got the Constitution of the United States. My goal is to actually bring this country together, not further divide us. Many brave men, like my grandfather, who's a 96-year-old World War II veteran, fought so we can have these rights, not so politicians could stomp all over them. For every gun-grabbing politician out there, I've got 4 words for you. Don't tread on us. I'm calling on all patriots to stand up to career politicians who have forgotten who they work for and whose rights they swore to protect. We are in a different era now. Challenging this opposition is not the way to win this battle, but rather opening our arms to the misinformed. We will win this battle not by belittlement, but by education. My name is Jerry Wayne, and I'm a proud member of the National Rifle Association.
Contrary to popular belief, planting isn't just a spring activity. The Garden Center in Broken Bow has what you need to plant away. This year, the Garden Center carries a variety of fall annuals and flowers, so spruce up your planters with fall colors. Mums are already starting to show color and are here too. Choose from a variety of colors and sizes. Also, ask about having them help create a beautiful mixed fall container. Check out fall plants at the Garden Center in Broken Bow.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Galloway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Galloway. The Grand Generation Manor.
Attend an auction featuring shop equipment, tractors, and vintage vehicles this Saturday starting at 10 a.m. at the Central Implement Building on South Carroll Street in Arnold. A few of the many items include a 2003 Harley Screaming Eagle Road King, several project vehicles, stock steel, iron, fencing, and lumber, several tractors and accessories as well, plus antiques, collectibles, and household items. Visit the Atkins Auction Service Facebook page to view all the items or go to agriaffiliates.com. Sale is this Saturday at 10 a.m. in Arnold.
It is 12 past the hour of 8 o'clock. We were talking earlier about a bird that flew from Hawaii, I believe it was, to New Zealand. Wasn't
Alaska,
Alaska to New Zealand, yeah. 11 hours without stopping. Wow. Yeah, 11 hours without stopping. And we got a comment here on that because I mentioned that we sometimes think as human beings we're the top of the heap, but sometimes animals make us realize that we're not as smarty pants as we think we are.
Sure.
So we got a reply. It says, so Dave, man's greatest delusion is that he's an intelligent animal. Does that hurt any of you guys' feelings? Because it kind of hurts mine. Hurts my feelers a little bit.
Well, you know, I wouldn't put myself in the intelligent category, but you know, I don't know. I am smarter than my dog.
He can't figure out how to get out of our fence.
I know that, so I think I have him beat. But beyond that, I can't vouch for it.
All right. Next question then on our subject this morning. We were talking about the fact that in Hungary, it was discovered through scientific research that dogs have midlife crises too, especially the guy dogs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what do they do about it?
Well, they don't really say what they do. Brent, they just said if you notice they're not maybe interested in their Chewy toy anymore, their excitement, they just kind of lay around and they're kind of, sleeping all the time. That means they're going through a midlife crisis.
So what's their version of a sports car?
That's what
we do, right?
And that's what the copy said. Don't go out and buy your dog a convertible.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, Jacob, how you doing?
Doing well. Good to be here. Thank you.
We have Stephanie Klang, James Klang, and Jacob Holcomb with us this morning from, of course, Klang Financial. And Jacob, let's start with you if you don't mind.
Sure.
You've been with the company now for a while in the business district of Broken Bow, right?
Financial district.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just started here about July. We had a few troubles, a few hiccups with coronavirus and everything like that getting going. But the biggest thing for me was when I was, trying to find a job was the people that I'd be working with. That was the number one priority, and just I'm just so thankful to be working with James and Steph and fantastic people. I've heard a lot of great things, and the more I've gotten to know them, very apparent that they're very good at what they do, and more importantly, they're great people.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I can do a little sidebar to that. Of course, in this business, you talk to different people in the same type of businesses, not exactly the same, but I can say that when I visited with competitors, I don't know if it's really competitive in that sense, but people who do kind of the same thing, they speak very highly of this pair of people, and that usually is a really good indicator that when your other competitors respect you and like you, you're doing a good job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I think that works both ways too. You know, in Broken Bow, we have a lot of people that do the same things that we do.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, Janet, we ran into her yesterday and she said, Steph, Randy's getting that age, so I'm going to have to send him over. But I think we all respect what we do, and people have choices, and we need choices. That's healthy. And so if we can encourage each other and be cordial and
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is a neat community. I don't think that happens everywhere. In fact, I know it doesn't. So we're pretty lucky to be where we're at.
Yeah, and so you're really at this point probably really getting seated in now, getting the feel of everything.
Yep. Really getting into the swing of things now, and the ball's moving for sure.
What are you kind of specializing in? What have you been training for so far?
So the first thing that we did was be able to get the life and health insurance license here in the state of Nebraska. That was the issue. Everything got backed up. Everything got shut down. And so to be able to get in there and take the test, there was everyone. There was a lot of people trying to get in at the same time. So we got that done. So, there's life insurance, obviously. So you have your term and your whole life. And then outside of that, I can also do annuities and also long-term care health insurance as well. The next step is to be able to start working in the money market, IRAs, things like that. That's the next step. So slowly working forward.
One of the nice things about New York Life, and that's why we put New York Life on our front door, is because New York Life's training program, it's a 3-year program, and it's one of the most intense and well-respected. You talk about respected in the industry. New York Life's training program is the best in the industry, and we'll have other agents from other companies tell us that. Boy, I wish we had your training process. And so Jacob's getting top-notch training from New York Life, and then obviously if there's anything additional, me and Steph have been doing this for 15 years, and so we know a couple things, not a whole lot, but 2 or 3. So I think Jacob's been really doing a great job, and if you're a client of ours and you get a call from Jacob, that's because we feel you are important, and we want to make a contact with you, and we want to make sure you're taken care of. And sometimes me and Steph, especially this time of year with open enrollment with Medicare, we get really busy, and there's people coming in the door, and sometimes servicing our clients sometimes gets put on the back burner. And Jacob, if you get a call from him about that, that's because he's part of the team, and we're all here to help you, and we want to make sure that you're taken care of.
All right. Quick question before we go on to the next subject, Jacob. And I don't want to get in your personal business. I wouldn't do that. But when you agreed to go to work, or you guys made this union, was there any language in your contract about days off for fishing?
No, that wasn't discussed, unfortunately.
You fish?
Yeah, we like to fish. So
The
I'm sure we can work something out.
The Holcomb family they can catch fish out of a bathtub.
So you go to Comstock, right?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time at Comstock this summer, and Jace, my oldest boy, he'll be 3 here in November.
Wow. So
he got in on some catfish and a couple crappie, largemouth bass, and you can catch about anything up there.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I wish you would have got that in your contract, Jacob. Maybe you can work something out.
We can still work on it.
Yeah.
They're fun, busy kids, and I have lots of candy in the office, so I hope to get them in there more often.
All right. Let's move over to, is this the day, the big day?
This is the big day for open enrollment for Medicare. So today is a little packed full with people coming in to see us, but I would say if you have any questions about open enrollment, come in, review your Part D drug plan. And then there's also some opportunity to learn about Advantage plans, and that's probably a good idea if maybe you don't want to switch, but at least educate yourself on what's out there.
Mm-hmm. Is it less confusing now than it was a few years ago, or is it still? I think all of us have a little fear, and so that causes confusion before you even jump in. And I know your expertise is to help lead people through this stuff. Is it a little tricky?
It is tricky unless you get in front of someone that knows it well. So people get confused between their Medicare supplement or Medigap. Those are both the same things. And then Medicare Advantage, which you can have Advantage prescription drug, you can have a cost plan, and so there are some differences there. And it's important to know how they work when you go to the doctor. So we sit down and we talk about the differences and see where you're comfortable.
Okay.
And that's the biggest thing, just knowing what your options are and then choosing what fits right for your situation.
All right. And back over to you, Jacob. You have a little head start on this from your pharmacy background, because you were dealing with that from that point.
Yeah, and that's actually kind of what started. I guess that's how I developed a relationship. Steph and I were bouncing ideas off of each other last fall. So it was just kind of a natural first call over to Kling's.
Yeah,
so,
great.
Yeah, it's a very busy time.
Yeah, you guys are nice enough to come out and spend a little time with us when this is going to be a big day for you. So appreciate that. Brent, you've been quiet over there. I know that you're thinking about volleyball, but we need to get you involved here.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Can I go back to Jacob then?
Yeah.
Okay. Just talk a little bit about, getting your license. It's more than just going on the computer, typing in your name somewhere, hitting print, and then you have a license, right? I mean, there's a lot.
Rigorous.
I was going to say, it's very rigorous to try to get your licensing. Maybe talk a little bit about that, if you would.
Yeah, and it just made it all more interesting not being able to go in and take these tests in person. Typically, you go to a testing center. There's one like in North Platte, Kearney, and then Lincoln and Omaha. So yeah, they give you the study material. It's pretty dense. It's pretty thick. A lot of things I'll never even work with. But it's just one of the requirements to do business in the state of Nebraska. So, that's fine. I was supposed to take the test, and the day before the test, that's when everything happened in March. So it got pushed back, and ended up being able to take the test remotely over the computer. And you would think like, oh, that's an opportunity for, have my notes posted over here or something. Well, they're very rigorous. You had to do a 360-degree turn with your laptop and show. You had to get a mirror and put it into your camera to make sure that you don't have anything taped on the front of your screen.
Wow.
Underneath your chair, underneath your desk. Yeah, it was pretty rigorous. And then you have to rely on internet connection on your end and their end. And so there's a lot of factors out there, but we got her done.
Now, that's congratulations. Yeah. I know that Steph and James are happy about that. It's not an easy thing to do. We certainly don't want to talk politics here on The Breakfast Show. I was telling Brent we used to do that on purpose. Now we avoid it. But we are in an election year, James, and nobody knows who's going to win at this point. We should have learned that lesson last time by the polls and so forth. But we are going to get past November 3rd, hopefully, and hopefully it won't turn into some sort of litigation thing. But do you look for smoother things ahead, just getting the election behind us for investment purposes?
Typically election cycles are volatile times in the market. In October is, early November is. So I'm looking for, the market so far this month hasn't been too bad. So I'm looking for something to happen here in the next 30 days. And so, but once the election's over, regardless of who gets in, we may see a dip. But as always, the market's going to come back if it does dip. And the key with investing, and I tell my clients this all the time, is not timing the market, it's time in the market. So if you have time before you need your money, then it will eventually be up. It always has. And that's the plan. So regardless of who gets in. Now, obviously, there's policy issues that can affect things temporarily, and that's just what it is. It's always temporary.
Right.
But then eventually things work themselves out. The consumer has a clearer direction of what's going to happen with taxation and those types of things, and then typically they're more comfortable, and then they start investing appropriately. Now, different sectors may perform better than others, and that's something to come in and talk to an advisor about and determine if you want to get in the market. If you're not in it, first thing to do is decide when to get in it, and then how long you want to be in it, and that can help determine which sectors to be in, where to invest in, and those are things that I can help my clients with. And one of the big things, though, with a lot of volatility in the market, if you're nearing retirement or in retirement, a lot of people are looking for things that are more safe and fixed and that don't have volatility. And we've been able to help a lot of people in those situations too. So if you want some ideas in that regard, please come in. We'll give you some options.
Right, and that was kind of my next question. I was going to throw it at Steph, because this is kind of a combined effort between what you're talking about and what Steph is going to be working with clients on that are retirement. So you guys are going to be able to discuss that with them at the same place, which I think would be an advantage. You're going to get into Medicare. Now, do I need to talk about maybe getting in a little more conservative investment area? You guys can kind of work together on that in the same spot. I think that would be an advantage. Yeah.
It really is. Steph doesn't want to take this one, so
Nope.
I'm the blabbermouth apparently. So
what's wrong over there, Steph?
Well, we want to help our clients with every stage of life and all the various areas. So
well, and Social Security there's a lot to talk about there. That's one more income to talk about with whatever else you've saved, and which part of it's taxable, which part of it isn't, and then how to utilize that best to keep your taxes down in retirement, because you don't have a lot of deductions when you retire. So we talk to people about those things. It does kind of all work together, and we tell people, James probably doesn't necessarily like it, but I'm like, use us. And if there's an advisor that you're more comfortable with, because some people come to me and then go invest their money somewhere else because they've always invested it there.
With that,
and that's fine with us. We respect that. Mm-hmm. We have different people we work with, but at least get another opinion and get educated as to what's out there, because you can't make an informed decision if you don't have everything on the table.
Well, I think that's what I hope that's something that sets us apart. Mm-hmm. And Jacob is learning this, that we're here to help people regardless mm-hmm. of if you do business with us or not. We just love helping people, and if we can educate you on something and help you further you along in your retirement or insurance planning, then we've done our job. Mm-hmm. And then if you choose to do business with us, great. Mm-hmm. If it's just a second opinion to confirm someone else, awesome. We're here to help, and that's we don't pressure anybody to do business with us.
Well, I do.
What?
Yeah.
Pressure people?
Mostly just make them feel guilty because I offer candy and stuff, and then they feel like they have to do something.
So that's bribery.
I know, a little bit.
That's not pressure.
It's less than $5, so I think it's legal in Nebraska.
Yeah, so there are limits. You can bribe them as long as you're not giving them
less than $5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then if they just leave, I'm like, that's a stinker. I'll have to get different candy.
Well, and you're not in it too much.
Right.
You only got $5 into it, so.
Well, yeah.
You know the rules, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure, yes. Hey, I do want to mention too, Dave, that we aren't talking about those under 65 yet, but that will come up November 1st. So the marketplace will open for those people to get individual health insurance. And right now, You cannot buy an individual health insurance, full-fledged health insurance plan from any company outside of the marketplace. It doesn't exist. So that's an important thing to know, and how to work that and what your options are, because there are a lot of rules and regulations regarding that. And I was on the phone for about 40 minutes with someone last night about 6 o'clock talking about it, because there's a lot to it. And so again, call us and we'll run through, will it work for you, will it not? Talk about your job insurance, if that's something that would put a damper to maybe some possible tax credit or not. So just call.
And those are for people under 65.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And again, avoiding politics, but the reality is some of what we're talking about here, especially for younger people, depending on what happens after the election with the CARE Act, that could be removed. We don't know that.
Right.
Could be altered greatly.
Right.
We assume that. So there's going to be a lot that you guys are going to have to stay up.
There are. You do. And every year there's always something. And just recently, a good thing that had happened is, and I don't know the exact law that passed, but we are able to now, during open enrollment for Part D drugs, with your insulin like Novolog or Levemir, that's about $700 something retail price a month, is now $35. So I'm like, if you're not coming in to look at your drug plans, you're not doing yourself any good, because these could be a lot less if you guys just take the time to look at it. And it literally takes 15 minutes to plug your, what kind of drug you're taking, how much of it, and how often. That's really all we need to know.
Yeah, and it changes all the time.
It does.
Yeah.
Every
Congress
year.
is always changing something, it seems like.
Yeah, they can't seem to get anything done, but they make changes somehow. I don't get it. All right. Don't get me started.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you wanted to cover today that we haven't talked about?
No. We
Okay.
appreciate you guys. Thanks for letting us come on.
Let's get Brent in again.
Brent.
What'd you want to
What?
cover?
Well, I think you answered most of my questions. I did want you guys to know, though, today's Dave's birthday.
What?
Yeah.
Dave,
Yeah.
happy
Birthday.
birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That's great. You know what? It's Deb Kennedy's birthday
I
today,
saw
too.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Some other
It's our
folks.
chamber lady.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
No birthday hat, no whistles.
I'm going to sing to him later.
Oh, well, that's
I'm
nice.
excited.
I'll definitely
Yes.
keep tuned in
All
so I
right.
can hear that.
I
you know-
cannot wait for that.
You know what my mom always used to do for all of us, and we've kind of carried on the tradition, is on our birthdays, her and Dad would call, and they'd sing the worst version of Happy Birthday
And your
off
dad was a
key,
great singer,
Yeah.
but not on your birthday.
but they'd do it on purpose.
Yeah.
So if you get a call with
Okay.
people off key singing Happy Birthday,
It might be
I'm not
us.
saying anything.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming in. Appreciate it. Jacob, if you need consultation on this contract, I was in my white shirt for several weeks. I have the ability to do legal analysis. I actually have a job opportunity next door in the law office next to you.
Okay, very good.
But I just went online and got my law degree. I didn't take all the testing that you did.
Sure.
All the rigmarole.
I'll be sure to run it by you.
Are you also a
Okay.
pastor?
It's all
Because you
fluff.
can do that online, too.
No, I don't think I'll ever make a pastor. That would be a real stretch.
Can you imagine Dave marrying somebody?
I think
Yikes.
we could renew our vows, maybe.
Oh, wow.
I don't think so.
That'd be awesome.
But what I would recommend here on the air at this time, Jacob, is contact me. I'd like to pursue a Wednesday afternoon, regular time off Wednesday afternoons.
Okay.
And then that's typically a church day.
Sure.
So you can say, I'm going to go fishing, and then I can't come back because I have these obligations on Wednesday evening.
You really thought this through, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. So I'll be able to help you if you want help.
Okay, thank you.
If you need an agent,
Yes.
Yeah.
think Dave Burney first.
Yeah, I can help you, Jacob.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Our guest this morning, of course, Klang Financial, and they're located right downtown, right across from Nebraska State Bank. And you have a website. We haven't talked about that. Let's mention that real quick.
JamesKlang.com and pound Klang Financial on Facebook, I believe. Or is it at Klang? Hashtag.
Yeah.
Oh,
872.
I say number sign, so you're all right.
Yeah.
872-6810. Ed is standing by as we speak to take your calls to fill up our schedule.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
On the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Hi, this is Terry from Off-Broadway in Broken Bow. Nothing kicks off your day like a fresh brewed coffee. We want to help you start your day off right. So every Wednesday from 7:30 to 9:30 at the City Cafe and Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow, we're going to pay for your coffee. Coffee to start the day is great, but free coffee can't be beat. Free coffee every Wednesday at the City Cafe and the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow from 7:30 to 9:30. Also, don't forget, the move-in special saves you $1,000 for a limited time. Call us at 872-2522 and we'll tell you why Off-Broadway is perfect for you.
The Callaway Good Life Center offers a facility with the comforts of home. Services include skilled nursing care, long-term care, respite care, and more. Callaway Good Life Center is a great place to work, offering competitive wages. Call 836-2267 for more information.
The Secret Garden. Some secrets just can't be kept. Visit them this Saturday. They'll be open from 8:30 until 4:30. They've marked between 25 and 40% off all fall decorations. Yes, fall savings during fall so you can decorate right now. Also, visit the Bumpkin Patch in October. They'll be there every Saturday and Sunday in October with $5 lunches. The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north. The Secret Garden.
All right, it's 8:40. Thanks, everybody who are chatting on the Breakfast Show page this morning. Appreciate all your happy birthdays. There's quite a list here. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. It's my sister. Roberta. Happy birthday, Brother Dave.
Well, good.
Yep. And Sally Bell, Patsy Burnett, Danny Olson, Alan Dorsey, Rochelle, Becky Daly. Oh, Becky, thanks. I'm glad you still like me. Jack Holt, Mildred, Steve, and Lynn. Thank you very much for those. And then the phone is very busy, too. I think I have it now so that you don't get all the happy birthdays on Facebook.
Oh?
Because a lot of people have that set up where it automatically wishes you a happy birthday on your birthday.
Oh.
And so, if you get a lot of birthday wishes from some people that you hardly know that are linked to other, friends, and I don't know how it all works.
Yeah.
So that way you don't have to clean out, so many.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about, Brent?
Well, how about we talk about hearing?
What'd you say?
Hearing, Dave. Oh. On your birthday, as you get older, let's talk about hearing.
What's that?
Okay.
What'd you say, little guy?
Well, let me tell you. All right. Nebraska Land Hearing Center is what we want to make sure you're aware of. Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience right here in Broken Bow. And Roxanne is offering some great things right now. First thing we want to let you know is Roxanne is offering a $1,500 stimulus special. Also receive a $500 discount for buying local and trade-in values on old hearing aids. Call Roxanne to find out more about both. And here's how you do it. You just call her, 308-384-3852. Call today to make an appointment. That's really where it all begins when it comes to testing your hearing. They need to get you in for an evaluation. They set the base, and then they go from there. Also, if you're having a hard time understanding loved ones over the phone especially, ask Roxanne about free amplified phones for the residents of Nebraska. Give Roxanne a call today, 308-384-3852. Office located in the Broken Bow Chamber building. Business name is right on the glass window in front.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Apperson. We'll take a time out. We're going to see if we can get a hold of Matt with Subway next.
Here in central Nebraska, we're always on the lookout for animals making their way across the road. Hi, this is Tammy with Fixed Right Auto Body in Broken Bow. Harvest is here, and that means deer are on the move. Despite all precautions, accidents happen. When they do, remember us at Fixed Right. We'll make it look like you never met that deer. Keep those eyes on the road, but if there's a deer you couldn't avoid, don't worry, Fixed Right has your back. Fixed Right Auto Body, just north of the tracks on 10th Avenue in Broken Bow.
Join Frontier Family Pharmacy in Broken Bow Friday the 23rd from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. for their open house. They've been in the community for a while now, but they want to meet more of you. The open house is from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and complimentary burgers will be served from 5:30 until 7:30. That's right, a meet and eat. Frontier Family Pharmacy is just off the square in Broken Bow. Come learn a little more about them or just meet them. Either way, they'd love to see you from 8 to 6, Friday the 23rd.
Send Request Split. Bruning Bank is proud to now offer Zelle as a solution to send funds electronically. Perfect for splitting rent or the dinner bill. Access Zelle through Bruning Bank's free app or online banking platform. Getting started is quick and easy. Zelle has replaced pot money. Visit bruningbank.com to learn more about switching or signing up for Zelle. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
8:44. Let's go to the phone. We have Matt on the line with Subway in Broken Bow. Matt, good morning.
Morning. How you doing?
We're doing well here. Brent's got his Broken Bow red shirt on to go cover some volleyball today. And I assume you probably have a red shirt with Nebraska on it hanging with the kids.
Yep.
I thought so. I thought so. Do you have long pants or short pants on?
Short pants.
Ah, jeez.
How, hey, Matt, I know that you love wearing shorts. So I was just curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious, how cold does it have to get to put on jeans or long pants?
Below zero.
Oh, my.
I've seen him come in here when it's 10 degrees.
I've been known below zero. I'll still wear shorts.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Man. Wow.
Now, if I'm going to be out for a period of time, I do put on jeans. But if I'm just walking to my car to drive to work,
I'll
put on shorts.
Wow.
Well, I'm only outside to walk to the car, 20 steps, get in the car, drive to work.
It takes a while to warm up the car, doesn't it?
I start the car from inside the house.
Oh,
you got one of
the remote
those.
start. Those are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's think about this. Let's say somebody else out there has that ability with their car, Matt, and they decide, you know what, I'm going to go down to Subway in Broken Bow and pick myself up some sandwiches. So they just pick up their phone, they order what they want. They don't have to go out to their car until they're ready to go because they can start it from the house.
Right.
This is getting crazy.
Yep.
It's a good thing.
Makes life easy.
Yeah, no kidding. And a lot more people, I think, according to what we've been talking about with you, have been using the app to order.
Yep.
All right. So
it is a great tool.
How tough is it to get that downloaded?
It's really easy. You go to your Play Store or the Apple Store, download the Subway app. It'll ask information like your name, your birthday, and you'll set it up and enter your debit card or credit card information or PayPal or whatever account you want to use. And you place your order online, pay for it there. You get a confirmation email, and you drive down in 15 minutes and pick up your sandwich.
Yeah, and you only have to be outside going into the winter months from the car into the Subway, back home, pull into the garage. You probably have an automatic garage door opener.
Mm-hmm.
So you're only going to be out for like just a couple minutes from the car to the store. So when we
might as well wear shorts.
Yeah. Or just stay in your pajamas.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, that's convenience, and more people are doing that. Of course, I assume they can use the good old-fashioned telephone if they want to order ahead as well.
Yes, they can.
Okay, all right. What are the specials here in mid-October?
Right now we are still currently doing, what is today, the 15th?
Yes.
Okay, today starts the online-only 2 foot longs. Buy 2 foot longs, get one for free on the app only.
On the app only. All right. Okay. And what about, what are you guys doing for coffee now? Because it's cooling off. Soup's coming
We
on the way.
actually discontinued coffee. We didn't sell any.
Didn't sell much, but you did sell some soup in the winter months. Are you getting that fired up yet?
I believe that comes next week.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Brent, did you have any additional questions?
Well, let's see. First off, I just want to compliment your staff. Can I do that?
Yes, you may.
I went in there late Tuesday, it would have been, and I was kind of craving, I think they used to call it the Subway Club, and I forgot that you don't have roast beef anymore. So, so they said, I'll tell you what, Brent, we can do turkey and ham, and we'll add bacon. So they did that. Oh, man, that was delish.
Yep, that is good. That is the new club sandwich.
That is the new club sandwich.
It used to be called the Melt, and I think they're going back to the Melt because it didn't go over very well for us.
Okay.
Trying to change the club to the American Club, and the American Club is turkey, ham, and bacon.
Okay.
And we've known the Melt for 25 years is turkey, ham, and bacon.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was they suggested it, and I'm glad they did because it was delicious, and I did get a s'mores cookie. I'm so glad you still have those. Those are delicious.
Yeah. They're here for a very short period of time now.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, I'll get in soon and get another one at least. Let's see.
And then it'll be the new cookie.
The new cookie.
Oh, now, do we know what the new cookie is?
Yes, I do.
Oh, can you tell me?
Oh, are you sitting down?
I am. Oh, they bringing back the caramel apple?
No.
Oh, rats. Okay.
It's the caramel brownie.
Oh.
Caramel brownie cookie?
Yeah.
Ooh, yummy. Just the sound of that is good. All right.
I'm looking forward to it.
I am too now. Is that like breaking news? Have you broke news?
Yeah, that's
here?
like breaking news.
Oh, boy.
Thanks, Matt. That's awesome. You heard it here first, folks, on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Let's see. Just one quick question from me, Matt. We got Husker games hopefully starting up here very soon. Things like party platters, the party sub, cookie platters, box lunches for guys out working in the fields. I assume all of that is full speed ahead.
Yes, it is. And then you got, of course, pizzas. If the kids want pizza, you can order some sandwiches and also order some pizzas.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. Hey, Matt, always enjoy your visit. Hope the kids and you have a great day.
Oh, we will. We're going to lounge today and watch cartoons.
Nice.
In my shorts.
That's too much. That's too much. We don't need to know that. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Matt at Subway, and I'm sure we didn't ask him, but they're always willing to take your applications if you're looking for some work. I think right now, last we knew they were in pretty good shape, but they're always taking apps there. So drop by, pick up an application from Ellen, and get on the team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 8:51 is your time. Got a little Young Rascals lined up for you. And then we have one more break this hour, and we are expecting the kids in from the Broken Bow schools. I'll load up and head out to the airport and get ready to talk with Casey about flying next to crops and trees and going low and high, and how does he do it? I know why he does it, but how does he do it?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
He does it well, though.
He does. We'll find out more about that coming up on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on this Thursday.
1, 2, 3, good luck! Good luck!
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, and we have another special guest in the studio with us now as McKenna Palmer joins us to talk about some things going on at the Broken Bow schools, and McKenna is here to talk about one specific thing in particular. First off, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you here. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Well, before we get to the Halloween haunted house that you're going to do, you're going to run later today. You're on the Broken Bow cross country team, and so this is a good opportunity for us to wish you luck and all of the kids best of luck at districts, not just from Broken Bow, but all across our area. A big day for you guys, so good luck later in the afternoon.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Okay, let's talk about the Halloween haunted house. Maybe a good place to start, McKenna, is people who attend. This is kind of a fundraiser that you guys have done in the past, and it's been for the Broken Bow Food Pantry, and that's kind of who will be receiving benefit from this event again this year, right?
Yes, so with the admissions, you bring $5 and 2 canned food items, or $10. And all the canned food then goes to the food pantry, and then we take the extra money that we earn and we go to Grocery Cart and purchase more canned food, and then that also goes to the food pantry.
Okay. And who is putting on the haunted house? What organization?
Broken Bow FBLA.
FBLA. Okay. You guys do a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about FBLA and some of the things that you guys do in the group. I know that you have, well, I'm sure with the COVID situation and everything, I don't know about a state convention or things like that in the future, but talk a little bit about FBLA and about the Broken Bow chapter, if you would.
Yeah, so as of right now, we are planning on having our state convention.
Good.
But it's really just an organization that, allows us to get out of our comfort zones, do some things for the community, and, just work on our leadership skills.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the haunted house. Where and when is it going to take place?
It'll be this Saturday, October 17th, at the fairgrounds underneath the grandstands from 7 to 10 p.m.
All right, 7 until 10. And as far as getting into, I know that this is kind of a fundraiser for the food pantry, so talk about admission to get in.
Yep, so admission is $5 and 2 canned food items, or $10.
Okay. Now, we were talking before we came on the air. You guys are going to kind of do it a little bit different as far as getting people through the haunted house. Explain how you're going to run things a little bit.
Yeah, so last year, the line was really long. We had people wait for a couple hours, and we really appreciated the support. So we changed it this year. So instead of having them wait in line for hours, they'll give us their phone number, and we will text them when it's almost their time to go into the haunted house. And while they're waiting, we're going to have open fire that we can roast s'mores on. And there will also be a few yard games, like maybe some cornhole, just to give them something to do while they're waiting instead of standing in that line. That also is helping with the COVID, keeping people kind of separated.
Yeah.
And so that way they're not as close in contact for those periods of time.
Yeah. Okay. And it's 7 till 10, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I've got to ask, how scary is this thing going to be?
So we have a few new things this year. Hopefully it'll be scary. But of course, if you do have some younger kids that you still want to take in, if we have a group of younger kids, we will dial it back, just for that round, so that they're still able to come in.
Okay. Can you tip us off at all about some of the things that we'll experience if we go through the haunted house, or is that kind of a secret and a teaser to get people to come out and see what is in the haunted house?
Well, so I don't want to give too much away.
Okay.
But we do have a few new scary things. It might be kind of hard for some people to get in right away, because if you're not a fan of clowns, that's kind of what you're first going to run into. But still, it'll be really good, and hopefully we have a good turnout.
All right. I've got to ask, how much time and effort does it take to get everything ready for this?
So actually, we're going to spend all day tomorrow setting up this haunted house. But we do have a few parents that come in, like Todd Jonas, and then of course my dad. They set up like the maze portion of it, hanging up tarps, couple weeks in advance, So it does take a little bit of preparation, but it's worth it.
Yeah. And I assume you guys have a lot of fun too. When the enjoyment and the payoff, I'm guessing, is when people start to come through.
Yeah, we do enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. And then we're also, accomplishing a lot with it.
Yeah. All right, so let's recap here. The haunted house is going to be this weekend, right? Saturday, 7 until 10, and it will be located at?
The fairgrounds underneath the grandstands.
Underneath the grandstands.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we'll encourage people to come out. And again, this is to benefit the Broken Bow Food Pantry, right?
Yes.
And when you think about the time of year that it is, man, we're like just a little over a month away from Thanksgiving, the holiday season coming up. A great time to stock up the Broken Bow Food Pantry.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Anything else you want to mention before we let you go? Did we kind of touch on what you wanted to make sure our listeners knew about today?
Yep, covered everything.
All right. Now, if you want, you can hang it. Do you want to go right back to school, or do you want to pretend that the interview's going longer?
I got a few opens.
Okay.
So it's not too difficult.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for coming out, and again, best of luck later today.
Thank you.
At District Cross Country. All right, McKenna Palmer joining us on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We'll take a news break. Dave is getting set to go from Aero Aviation. We'll visit with him coming up.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. Democrats have kicked off the next round of confirmation hearings for Amy Coney Barrett by trying to freeze her nomination to the Supreme Court.
I move to indefinitely postpone the nomination of Amy Coney Barrett.
No, we're not.
To be an Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court.
Connecticut's Richard Blumenthal.
I believe that this rush sham process is a disservice to our committee.
Judiciary Committee Chair Lindsey Graham shot Democrats' attempt down.
There's nothing out of the norm here in terms of the time we've given this matter. We've had 2 days of hearings. Each member had 50 minutes.
Senator Graham has set a committee vote on Barrett's nomination for a week from today. That would put her on track to take a seat on the High Court before the November election. Legal experts will weigh in later today. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
Starting with breaking NFL news, the Atlanta Falcons have shut down their team facility after multiple positive COVID-19 tests. They are currently scheduled to play the Vikings on Sunday. They lost to the Panthers this past Sunday, and Carolina had already stepped up their safety protocols Wednesday after learning Falcons defensive tackle Marlon Davidson was being placed on the reserve COVID-19 list. Hall of Famer Fred Dean has died at the age of 68 due to COVID-19. The four-time Pro Bowler played for the Chargers and 49ers and won 2 Super Bowls with San Francisco in the 80s. In the National League Championship Series, the Dodgers set a postseason record with 11 runs scored in the first inning. They dominated the Braves 15-3. Atlanta still leads the series 2-1. And in the American League Championship Series, the Astros avoided elimination with a 4-3 win over the Rays. Tampa Bay still leads that series 3-1.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine, slight chance for a spotty shower or sprinkle late in the day with highs in the mid-50s. Then for tonight, partly cloudy skies will drop back to a low of 28. Friday, plentiful sunshine making a return, upper 50s for high temperatures, and even milder into your Saturday, sunny to partly cloudy skies will push up to a high of 67 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
I'm Dr. Stork. Today, stronger immunity and better nutrition are more important than ever. That's why Eggland's Best gives you and your family more. Compared to ordinary eggs, Eggland's Best provides 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, all helping you maintain a strong immune system and better overall health. Plus, you get all that farm-fresh, delicious taste. These are no ordinary times, so why choose an ordinary egg? Only Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Ready to take on that painting project?
Ask Sherwin-Williams and get 40% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $23.09 October 16th through 19th. With 40% off our exceptional paints and stains, you can give some color love to your bathroom, living room, or every room in your home. Shop in store or order online for curbside pickup. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
All right, 9:07 is the time. Currently 35 degrees on this Thursday morning. We'll be checking in with Dave shortly. Special remote broadcast coming up for you on the Breakfast Show from Aero Aviation. First off, we want to let you know about something special they're doing through the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. Now, because of the COVID-19 situation, I don't think we were able to have the traditional ladies or men's steak fries like we have had in the past. So they have put together something really neat. Here's an opportunity for you to purchase the Chamber Meal Deal. For $25, you can pick up a dinner kit for two on October 22nd later this month. Now, in your kit, you will receive two flash frozen New York strip steaks, approximately 8 ounce each, 2 russet potatoes to bake, canned vegetables, and 2 dinner rolls. Tickets are available now by calling 872-5691, or you can stop in at the Chamber office located at 424 South 8th Avenue in Broken Bow. Now, your dinner kit will need to be pre-ordered no later than noon on October 21st, with pickup at the Chamber office from 4 until 7 late afternoon into early evening on October 22nd. Now, if you have any questions about how they're doing this, feel free to give the Chamber a call. And we also want to let you know that you can go to the Broken Bow Chamber Facebook page for the link to order online as well. So there you go. Have a dinner with your friends. Surprise the wife, surprise the spouse with a special dinner for two that you can get through the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. It's the Chamber Meal Deal for $25. You can pick up a dinner kit for two. You need to have your orders in no later than noon on October 21st, and then you'll be able to pick it up at the Chamber office October 22nd, 4 to 7 p.m. So check it out, and again, if you have any questions, just give the Chamber a call. And to place your order, you can call 872-5691. All right, I want to take a moment and tell you about our good friend Velma there at Circle V Stitch and Post. She does a lot of wonderful things with her custom embroidery service. During this time, Velma would like to let you know that she's open. Come on in and see what she has in stock to personalize, or she'll take phone orders and has a drop box in the garage for anyone not comfortable meeting face-to-face at this time. So give Velma a call today at 872-6173 to get your creation started. Of course, we're moving in through the fall now. Winter's coming up. Temperatures are going to start getting colder. Maybe you want to have a special jacket put together that she can embroider your business name, or maybe your sports team name on it for you. She can do all kinds of neat things. And when it comes to special things like birthdays and anniversaries, baby showers, weddings, she can do some really neat things for you there as well. So get your creation started today through Circle V Stitch and Post. Call Velma at 872-6173. All right, we've been talking about this quite a while now. We've had a lot of job opportunities listed through sandhillsexpress.com that you can find by going to the website and then clicking on the Help Wanted page. And we have a couple that we want to make sure that you are aware of that are on the website right now. I think kind of a new addition is from the Callaway Good Life Center. Career opportunities are available at the Callaway Good Life Center. LPN and RN part or full-time positions are now available. They have a night charge nurse shift available as well, day shift, medication nurse, and possibly other duties for the right applicant. They offer competitive wages and benefits. Also, CNA and MA part and full-time positions available on all shifts. Again, competitive wages and benefits. And they have a dietary part-time cook position available right now as well. Competitive wages and benefits. And you can call 308-836-2267 to find out more. Callaway Good Life Center, a small skilled nursing facility that strives to create a home-like and friendly environment for both residents and staff. You can also find an application on their website at CallawayGoodLife.com. Feel free to call Vicki or Brandy at 836-2267 or email them at CallawayGoodLife@gpcom.net. They look forward to having you join their family. And again, you can look at that information more closely by going to sandhillsexpress.com. Also, Adams Land and Cattle in Broken Bow is currently hiring seasonal and full-time positions for their feeding, heavy equipment, and farming teams with hiring bonuses up to $5,000. Adams offers competitive wages and a full benefits package with medical, dental, paid time off, and a company match 401k. Visit their website at adamslandandcattle.com for additional information on the career opportunities, and be sure to stay connected by following Adams Land and Cattle on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And again, you can find out more about those job opportunities by going to sandhillsexpress.com and clicking on the Help Wanted page.
Central Nebraska Medical Clinic physicians and staff would like to take this opportunity during National Breast Cancer Awareness Month to encourage taking the steps toward early detection. Breast cancer is the most preventable cancer in the world today. Early detection is possible through self-exams and screenings. Add to that improved treatment methods and increased access to breast health services, and people have a greater chance of survival than ever before. Central Nebraska Medical Clinic's physicians, physician assistants, and a nurse practitioner are available for appointments. Call 308-872-2486.
Breast cancer is the most common cancer and the second leading cause of death among women. Fortunately, because of increased awareness and improved diagnostics and treatment, breast cancer deaths have been decreasing since 1990. Show your support for breast cancer survivors and their families by wearing pink. And be sure to get the exams you need to stay healthy.
Brought to you by Central Nebraska Medical Clinic, where their physicians, physician assistants, and nurse practitioner are available for appointments at your convenience. 872-2486.
You don't have to borrow much to get underwater in debt with a payday loan. Payday lenders charge over 400% interest. You heard that right. The average APR for payday loans is over 400%. With rates that high, you need to take out more and more loans to pay off the last one, falling deeper into debt. Payday lenders prey on vulnerable Nebraskans, military veterans, communities of color, seniors, and young people, trapping them in an endless cycle of debt. Nebraskans can stand up to these payday predators that charge over 400% by voting for Initiative 428. A vote for Initiative 428 would make sure payday predators can't charge more than 36% APR, lowering rates to help protect Nebraskans' financial future in these uncertain times. Vote for 428 to stop predatory lending. It's the fair thing to do. Paid for by Nebraskans for Responsible Lending.
All right, 9:14 is the time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, and we're going to get up and go to Aero Aviation and say good morning to Dave Burney.
Thank you very much, Brent. We are at Aero Aviation. The sun is shining in the hangar here, so it's warming up, but I think Casey's been here since sunrise when it wasn't quite as warm, and he's changing things over. First, I want to thank you for helping with the safety messages for agriculture, Casey.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that.
No problem.
Let's talk about what you're doing here today. I think some people might think you just pull the plane in and drive it out every once in a while. You're making a change here.
Yeah, most of our work is liquid spraying, herbicides on pastures, fungicide and insecticide on corn and soybeans. But kind of late summer, early fall, we do quite a bit of cover crop seeding. I'm sure you guys know with Logan coming in with Aero Seed, that's getting to be a bigger and bigger deal. And we spread it with the airplane because we can get in there, while the crops are still standing and get that seed put out there a little bit earlier and let it get going before harvest. That way, it extends the growing season for that cover crop a little bit. So we wrapped up with that a couple weeks ago, and so this morning I was just out here taking the spreader off that goes on the bottom of the airplane that spreads the seeds out, and going back to our liquid system because it's about time to start our fall pasture spraying.
Okay, so you're doing all this yourself. You don't have a crew to help you.
No, I've kind of always been a a one-man show. And, you know, it's okay. That way I know what I'm doing and things are getting done the way I want them done. So, and it's just how we kind of, you know, when Grandpa had it, he was kind of a one-man show. And when Dad had it, he was. And when I got old enough, of course, I helped him, you know, work for both of them. And it's just simple that way.
Simple and a good family story, too.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
All right. So you mentioned this will be a busy time for you. I think a lot of us who don't follow it as closely think, well, when it gets to October and starts cooling off, it's over, but you're really ramping up for another run.
Yeah, we do a lot of fall pasture spray, and fall's a really good time to control musk thistle. You can control mullein weed in the fall also. The products that we put out have a pretty good residual, and so they'll carry over into next spring and kind of hold out some of those early weeds and the thistles. We can do that all the way up until the ground's frozen. Another advantage of the fall is, you know, I think tonight we're supposed to get a pretty good freeze, and then again Sunday get real cold. And once the trees go dormant and the leaves come off, then what we're spraying won't hurt the trees. You know, in the spring, what we spray is pretty, you know, it can be kind of hard on the trees, and it's a mix. I got some guys that, you know, a tree is just another weed out there, and they don't care, or, you know, they don't care if it burns them a little bit or whatever. But there's a lot of guys, you know, that want to keep their trees. Sure. And so the fall is a good time because we can still accomplish controlling the weeds, but not, you know, next spring the trees green back up.
You bet. And I think going back to Logan, with yards even, this time of year is when you control the weeds in the spring.
Yep.
So yep. This is a perfect time to do it. Let's talk a little bit about, I want to go back to the family tree here. When you were a youngster and helping your family, was this something you knew you were going to want to do?
Pretty much. I mean, I loved being around the airplanes, you know, being out at the airport and helping out. We kind of joke because I think about third grade, I think I really wanted to have my own TV fishing show, and that was about it. That's all I wanted to do. Well, coming back around, funny, we were at the World Walleye Championships last weekend, and we actually had a cameraman in our boat all day, and so it's going to be on TV. And I'm like, well, there, now I've accomplished both.
I was going to save that for a question at the end of the interview because I heard about your third place?
Yep, third place. So.
And the only question I have is the company you keep there.
Oh, man, I tell you, he can be ornery at times. So, no, we have a good time. We have a good time.
And Kent Leaparts, he's been an avid walleye fisherman for a long time.
A long time, yeah. Yep. So I still learn a few things from him. Some of them I don't know if it's good to learn or not.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure.
Well, no, we get along great.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
We have fun.
Well, that was great.
Yeah, it was neat. We weren't expecting that at all. So. Yeah. It was fun.
There was a lot of teams there, too.
Yeah, there was 28, I think, and you have to qualify to get there. And so last season is how we qualified. We finished high enough in the points to qualify for the championship, and we got to the Mississippi River and was like, we don't fish rivers. I mean, we fish lakes. And so, like I said, we were just hoping to not get dead last, and we ended up third place. So pretty lucky. And like I said, it was it was a good time. We learned a lot.
Yeah, I heard where you were on the river, and I wondered about how that would work because we don't do a lot of that
right
here.
Yeah, my boat won't fit on the South Loop River, so
no, you wouldn't get very far.
No, not very far.
So fishing's over, and now you're going to go to work.
Yep.
Are the guys out there? You got a lot of set up. Is there still time to get you ordered it in? Yet?
Yeah. Yep. We'll, you know, like I said, we like to get it booked, you know, as much ahead of time as we can, just so when the weather does cooperate, we can get to work. But like I said, we can spray clear up till the ground freezes. And, you know, a lot of times if we do have a couple, 3 jobs that don't get done or they come in late, we can do them early next spring as soon as the ground thaws out.
Okay. All right. So now's the time to get it done. And if you might be able to squeeze in some more guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. We always do our best to get everything done. So just a lot of it depends on the weather, and we all know how Nebraska weather can be. I mean, it could be 70 today and snowing tomorrow. So
yeah, there's a chance of a little bit of snow going into the weekend.
I saw that.
So, all right. Well, we appreciate you having us out here, and I wanted to thank you for your business as well while
Absolutely.
I'm here.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. But one last question here that I think a lot of people wonder when they see that yellow plane swooping down near power lines and trees and and all of the things that are out there, canyons and everything.
Yep.
How much do you have to concentrate to stay alert and be safe all the time? We're talking about farm safety, but you're doing something here that looks a little scary. Do you ever get like where you can't concentrate?
Oh, yeah, I mean, not really. Every once in a while you'll have something that'll catch your eye, but you just got to remember. I mean, we're doing 170 miles an hour, 8 feet off the ground, and so you're always planning way ahead. I mean, you're looking at things. You're not looking at what's right in front of you. I mean, you're always looking at 1/8 or 1/4 mile in front. And you're just, and you try and remember. Okay, that tree was a little tall. On your next pass or whatever. You're always looking ahead. Yeah, you don't. There's no Facebook time in there. That's for sure.
Now I know from last year when we came out. I think it was last year. You actually talked to me on the cell phone in your cockpit.
Yep.
So you can actually communicate and.
Most of the time we just use that, for like the office.
Okay.
I mean, if somebody called, now if I'm flying to or from, I might answer. Mm-hmm. But like while we're working, I basically put it on airplane mode, and that way I'm not, because all it takes is a split second.
Yeah. No kidding.
Just to look down and see who's calling. I mean, you've covered 200 or 300 feet on the ground, and
at 170 miles an hour,
you've gone by a lot of stuff just in the time it takes to look down and see who's calling. So we try and kind of leave the phones off, and like I said, if the office calls or something, I usually wait until I'm done spraying and on my way back, or until I get back on the ground and then call them back.
All right. Speaking of that, what number do they call to set something up with you?
Our number at the office, you'll either get a hold of Kim or Melissa, either one, and they'll take care of you. This is kind of my office. I try and stay out of their way, and they don't come out here. So 872-5113 is our office number.
5113.
Yep.
All right. Casey, thanks a lot. Always enjoy coming out.
You bet. Thank you. And I just real quick like to thank all of our farmers and ranchers, for the business, and hope everybody has a safe harvest season. And we all kind of got through this crazy year, and I think we're all ready for 21. So
we are. We're all ready for a different year. But no matter what, we've mentioned this before on the air, agriculture moves on no matter what's going on.
Absolutely.
So you are a major part of that, so thank you.
You bet. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Casey. We'll send it back to the studio. and celebrate the opportunity to receive up to $1,700 back on your dream kitchen with KitchenAid brand appliances at Lines Appliance today. Celebrate the spirit of making by creating something special with KitchenAid brand. Stop into Lines Appliance in Broken Bow today. Offer going on now through December 31st, 2020. See store for full details and qualified models.
Melham Medical Center is excited to introduce the Melham Affinity Center. The program focuses on persons over the age of 55 who are feeling isolated and lonely, more irritable than usual, sad or tearful, or stressed about life situations. We believe that it takes strength to ask for help, and our philosophy is to provide quality services with dignity, respect, and confidentiality. Call 308-872-4100 extension 4280 to schedule your free assessment with our licensed mental health practitioner. Melham Affinity Center. Better together.
Exercise is an important factor in the fight against breast cancer. Because it boosts the immune system and lowers estrogen levels, exercise may reduce your risk of breast cancer. Even as little as 4 hours of physical activity per week can make a difference. But only you can make yourself do it. So get moving and stay healthy.
Brought to you by Frontier Family Pharmacy in Broken Bow. Swing by Friday, October 23rd from 5:30 to 7 before the game to grab a complimentary burger to go in honor of their open house. Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow has served the area for over 40 years. When you need reliable auto repair and paint services, Rod's is your one-stop solution. From dings and dents to glass repair and replacement, call 872-5346 or visit them on the curve west of Broken Bow.
Now, every morning at Taco John's, we're serving up 2 bacon or sausage meat and potato breakfast burritos for just $5. This kind of value makes de-burritoing yourself from underneath your covers totally worth it. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
All right, back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. 9:29 is the time. A couple more things we want to mention before we go on this Thursday. First off, I want to remind you that this is the third Thursday of the month of October, and that means Rustic and Red in Cozad is ready for their Sippin' Shop. Sipping begins at 4 o'clock. They'll be open until 7 tonight. Shop in-store specials and sample some yummy drinks. There will be in-store specials all day long as we take a look at some of the things that they have planned for today. The beautiful voice of Heather Wellman will be entertaining in the loft area today from 5 until 7. They're going to have 50% off their Halloween merchandise, fall florals, and fall decor at 40% off. Some exclusions will apply. Also, women's apparel 30% off, and all round top 20% off. Some of the specials that you'll find today during the third Thursday celebration at Rustic and Red in Cozad. Their Sippin' Shop today. Sipping begins at 4. They'll be open until 7 o'clock this evening. And one more thing we want to make sure that you are aware of. A big day tomorrow for, well, what was Broken Bow Floral, but now will be known as Broken Bow Floral and Plant Studio. They're going to have a grand opening tomorrow on October 16th. Ribbon cutting will be at 3:30. We also want to throw out their regular store hours for you. They'll be open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, and open on Saturdays from 9 until noon. During their big grand opening tomorrow, come in and check out their new inventory, the new look. They'll have fresh flower bundle specials going on. Broken Bow Floral and Plant Studio is what it will be known as now. And, of course, it'll be located, as always, at 533 South First Avenue here in Broken Bow. So check it out, their grand opening tomorrow. Congratulations to them. If you can make it to the ribbon cutting, I know that they would appreciate the support. That'll be at 3:30 tomorrow. So check out the new inventory, the new look, and enjoy some fresh flower bundle specials that they'll be featuring tomorrow as well at Broken Bow Floral and Plant Studio. All right, one more thing to mention before we go. We'll kind of set up our high school sports broadcast schedule for you today. A lot of volleyball on our radio stations today. We'll start with the opening round of the Mid-Nebraska Activities Conference Volleyball Tournament today. On KCNI, 1280 AM and 96.3 FM at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Gavin Higgins is going to be in Mullen, Nebraska, and he'll broadcast Anselmo Myrna against Arthur County for you this afternoon, beginning at around 3. That's going to be on KCNI radio. And then on KBBN, 95.3 FM, Twin Loop will play Brady. That'll be in Arnold. And Larry Cotner is going to be there for you. He'll have that game on KBBN 95.3 FM. And then later in the evening, South Loop in Arnold will be playing the winner of today's Sandhills Valley Cody Kilgore match, and we'll broadcast the South Loop match for you later this evening. The start time is scheduled for 6 o'clock, and you can hear that on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And then later tonight on KCNI, 1280 AM and 96.3 FM, yours truly is going to be in Kearney, a top 10 battle in Class C1, as Kearney Catholic will host Broken Bow. Should be exciting, and we'll broadcast that for you at around 7 o'clock on KCNI 1280 AM and 96.3 FM. Also, Jeremy's going to go with me, and we're going to attempt to live stream the game for you as well with our audio attached to it, and you can access that on our Facebook page. I think it'll be accessed on Twitter, YouTube, sandhillsexpress.com. There will be a lot of ways that you can access the video stream of tonight's Broken Bow Kearney Catholic volleyball matchup. So that is what is planned for today. We'll have football on the air for you tomorrow, and then more MNAC volleyball on Championship Saturday from Mullen, and we'll talk more about that once we get into tomorrow. So big day of high school sports for you on our radio stations, and we say a big thank you to all of the sponsors who are making all of that coverage possible for you throughout the day today on both KCNI and KBBN. All right, that's going to wrap it up for the breakfast show today. Thanks for listening, everybody. And again, we want to give a big shout out to everybody who is competing in district cross country around our area today. It's district cross country as area athletes will try to qualify for the state championships next week in Kearney. So to all of you, we wish you the best, and hopefully we'll see you at state next week. All right, that does it for today. Thanks for listening, everybody, to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.